just wash your ass. Everybody on the north side, wash your ass. Okay, we back. I'm sorry.
That was a quick word from our sponsor. Known as wash your ass.
Wash your ass. We might need to brand it.
Right. Let's make that on wash your ass black soap.
Try here at Hip Hop Podcast. We are selling wash your ass soap.
We encourage all of y'all to wash your ass.
Everybody go to the south side, wash your ass. Everybody go up top, wash your ass. Everybody down the wash your ass. Just wash it. Wash your ass. Oh man,
we're definitely walking that edge, the razor's edge on that one. But yeah, so we were just talking about the Tupac, ceremony, and he said his pops was there. I know his sister was there. I wish his mother could have been able to see that too.
Yeah.
That would have been nice for her.
Definitely.
To see her son get immortalized like that. But yeah, I just wanted to give props shout out to Pop on that. All right, so let's move on. Did we ever get to talk about Boosie getting arrested? I think we did, didn't we?
I think we did.
Yeah,
but didn't some more stuff come out?
It might have, I don't know. But all I know is he's still in trouble,
Yeah.
I know what it is. They had a video where they showed him, I think it was at like a party, a barbecue or something like that, and you could see a gun in his back pocket, so they're saying that's how they got him. Cause they found
I don't understand. Like, are they getting into these states where he got like gun, like they got like gun policies or gun, gun? Cause that's what I don't understand. I'm not
right
because it's unless he got a felony. That's
right.
The only way I see stick. But just to have a gun to protect himself, I don't understand what's the problem with that.
I would have to assume, and I don't know, but I would assume he would have been on maybe some kind of, not like how they put you on house arrest where you can't do certain things, or probation where you can't have a gun or something like that, he could have been on something like that where he just wasn't supposed to have a gun, and so maybe he violated his probation or something to that effect. But we don't know, but we gonna say shout out to Vlad for making sure everybody gets exposed, because that motherfucker made sure we get exposed, and I don't know if Vlad had anything to do with it, but it's just too coincidental. It just makes it bad.
I'm telling you, because even with Soulja Boy used to run up. Soulja Boy don't even fuck with Vlad no more. Now. It's bad.
Exactly.
Soulja Boy's like, nah, I don't fuck with Vlad. He even got some sense. Not that he don't have sense, but what I'm saying. I know people said he did some silly shit. But he stopped fucking with Vlad. So, man,
I mean, we all need to. I ain't gonna lie. That's my feeling. We all need to.
Well, I'll say it like this. The only thing I kind of get disappointed with Vlad, the thing I get disappointed with it is, he didn't know what he had. You know what I'm saying? He's so concerned about the fucking money that he don't really understand what you had. What you had was what he had when he had people up there was a really clear shot, really clear. I guess what you would say microcosm, or I don't know. I'm not trying to use big words and shit.
Right.
But what he had was a whole collective of a whole patchwork of what the black experience was.
Right.
And at a time it was good. It's okay, sometimes I check out people that I may not necessarily agree with.
Yeah.
I checked out I was especially with hip hop. I'm trying to listen to people I like the New York heavy stuff. But then I started listening to the people from down south and all that on the interviews, and it's good to have that. Young people, older people. It was good to have those perspectives, so you can kind of look at it and be like, okay, now I understand. But And he was bringing other people that was kind of, not really in the culture, but see their perspective. Like, the dude that did Dilbert before he fucked this whole shit up.
Right, exactly.
He fucked this whole shit up, son.
I mean, nobody even knew your ass really before that, but then you had to go say some
I knew
shit.
about Dilbert.
I mean, no, I knew Dilbert, but I'm talking about the creator.
Yeah.
I didn't really know him.
Yeah.
Until the whole racism shit came out.
He the hell away from him. Like, oh,
right. Well, yeah. It is what it is, man.
I bet he mad he took a day off yesterday.
Right. Exactly.
Good shit.
But yeah, I got a couple of off hip hop topics I want to mention. So number one, there's if y'all haven't heard, there's a few people trapped in a submersive, which is like a mini kind of submarine. About 5 people. I think it's one of those things where if you're rich enough, you can pay for a tour of the ocean where the Titanic sunk, and so they went in this little makeshift submersive that they calling it. Down into the ocean to see the wreckage of the Titanic, and they're supposed to only be down there a few hours and come back, and they didn't come back. So they've been going for a couple days now. So I think if not today, I think their air supply is supposed to run out by tomorrow. I think something like that.
I hope they fine.
So
I'll tell you this. Them niggas on the boat.
None of none.
Cause we don't need to do none of that shit.
If we get our money up, we're not paying for that. We're gonna pay for something worthwhile.
First of all, can we at least discuss? I would say I'm a gamer. I would say I'm more so a casual gamer than like a hardcore gamer. But can we discuss the fact that these niggas have motherfucking Nintendo controllers and shit?
Exactly. You gotta control it like a Nintendo controller.
Like this nigga,
controlling this.
Like these niggas came up here like, we only need 2 buttons, goddamn.
Right.
B and A, that's it.
Just hit go.
You just hit it on that up pad and we all right.
And we stuck down here. We hit the pause button by mistake.
Yo, what's that contra code real quick?
Right. Up, down, up, down.
Damn, I'm hit over too many times.
Sitting there in the sun trying to do
it. It ain't funny, y'all. It ain't funny. Yo, it ain't funny. Look, we gotta laugh.
It really is messed up that they only got some Nintendo controller controlling this whole sub. And then I also heard that they had to sign a disclaimer where they mentioned 3 times in there, you can die.
Well, I guess that's
so if you sign that shit, you crazy as hell.
Man, let me tell you something. Now, that's one thing me and Brittany was actually talking about, like, off camera, like she was saying that, because Brittany, what she'll do is she'll research some random stuff and talk to me about it and stuff. She's weird like that. But what she's found out that a lot of these creatures that we see are just like the surface creatures.
Oh yeah.
And the where they at, like the creatures that's up on like the top of the ocean, they don't even go down that far.
Right.
They don't even.
They don't want to fuck with what's down there.
Dude, there's some crazy shit down there.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. So, because she was saying like the biggest, like the sperm whale, that's a pretty big creature.
Yeah.
It only go down 400 feet.
Yeah.
They 12,000 feet.
Yeah.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
Look, because that's where the wreckage is. Man.
Yeah, from what I heard, their sub wasn't allowed to go all the way down, but they're supposed to get pretty close.
Yeah.
But, either way, you're going pretty far down there, and some shit you controlling with a weak controller.
Dude, man, there's some crazy shit down there.
You know what I mean? Somebody up on the land playing weed, like, I think we got up. I lost them. All right. I mean, I hope they make it back, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to see nobody.
Nah, I don't want to see nobody
over that. No. But, I think it's really crazy that y'all were willing to do that. And, the controller was working like that. Once you told me this is how we're going to be controlling it, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go home now. because that ain't gonna work for me.
Nah, that ain't gonna work.
You
know gonna do? Get the motherfucker like running track and pass or some shit.
Exactly.
You gotta man, come on, man. We gotta get out of here, man.
Right. Put the weed pad down. Put the armor on, the gloves.
Yeah, put on.
Shit,
come on, man. We gotta get out of here.
Right. You trying to make them swim and shit.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, man, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like I said, we joking, but we hope that they make it back.
Yeah, we definitely.
That's serious. And the other thing is, I haven't seen this on every single channel, but I saw it on one channel, a story that I thought was interesting. There was a bunch of teachers that got onto like a Zoom call type of situation, and from what I understand, it was at least around 30 teachers on this call. It was supposed to be like something private, and they were basically forming a group of teachers from around the country, because you could see each person that was in there was from different areas. Like one was from Michigan, and one might have been from California or New York or whatever. And so each area had their own teacher representing, and what they were trying to do was secretly trying to help kids transition. So if a kid told you, they were a boy, but they wanted to be a girl, they were trying to help these kids behind the parents' back to help the kids transition. And, I don't mean no harm. And, let me make this clear. We're not what you call transphobic or none of that. We don't have any problems with that. If you do that, that's on you. That's your business. I believe everybody should have freedom to make that choice. But I do think that, you can't go behind a parent's back and try to sneak and help a kid do that. You're not the Underground Railroad for trans kids. That's not your job. Your job is to educate, not become some safe haven and we're gonna help you, do this. Man, look, I would want my kid to wait until they got older, until they made a concrete decision if they were wanting to have some sort of major surgery. Because any surgery, no matter what it is not to be taken lightly. So if you want to be trans or whatever, that's fine. But at least wait until you're older, until you can, make sure your body's ready for it, make sure you're mentally ready for it. Because when you are 10, you're not thinking the way you would be at 20 to 25. Your mind is not even fully developed. So I would want my kid to wait, at least if they wanted to do that. But, I'm just saying, teachers, y'all ain't got no business doing that, forming some sort of transmission coalition. What the hell am I talking about? My bad. Transition coalition. My bad. But, y'all understand what I'm saying. It's just, you shouldn't do that, man. A parent has the right to have a little bit of say-so in that situation. So what do you think about that?
Like I said, we had a discussion off camera, and pretty much, I agree with pretty much what you said. Basically, I feel I'm not against people transition. I've heard the argument the reason why we try to do it younger because of the whole the body and, puberty, you got to slow some stuff down.
Right.
In order for the, so they can, be more feminine. I get it. I guess I can understand. But what you don't hear the stories of people regretting that they did that.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who have regrets.
So I feel, I feel that I think, Lord, I don't have any kids. If I, Lord forbid, if I have a son and if he was gay and he wanted to transition, I would sit him down like this and look, I understand it. I don't agree with it. I will, I still love you. I still support you. I will support you. I just feel like, under my roof, I don't think you should do it. And I also would say, I would encourage you at least to wait till you're 25 to do that, so that you know that this is what you want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just as what you said. Like, I don't think, your mind is fully developed around that age. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do, not to shun like the old school. I know there's certain things like old school parenting that we do need today, but you can't just simply say you can't do it because I said so and shit like that, because then they're going to be more inclined to do it. So so you're going to have to like listen, get some facts, get some information that's like, look, okay, this is what they're going to do. They're going to do this. This is what you're going to turn into. This is, what I'm saying, this is the pain that you're going to have to go through. I really wish, now that's something I really wish that the trans community would do, so people can actually make a healthy choice.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know what I'm saying, if they want to do it, I'm cool with it. But they definitely should educate people like, okay, listen, when, they should have like a progress of like, hey, this is my transition. I was a man. I became a woman. This is the steps I had to do. This is the pain I had to endure. This is what I became. Now, you know what I'm saying? But there are certain people that, like I said, they went through, they didn't like what they did. And sometimes they'd been better off being just gay. And you know what I'm saying? And that's how they felt about it. So, I mean, it's just, I think that's kind of just, that's just disgusting on the teacher's part.
Yeah, man. I just think that's really, really disgusting, man, to do that. Like I said, I mean, I support everybody's freedom, but, to go and have this secret group behind parents' back, like, don't you think the parents are going to figure it out? And somebody going to come after you at some point and going to want to whoop one of y'all ass, you know what I mean, for doing that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? One day their son just come home with titties or something like that. They went, hold up, what's this?
Wait a minute, I don't know who this is.
Oh, well, my teacher helped me get the surgery. We did it during school, and we did it. Nah, hold up. No. The teacher did what? Man, listen. So, let that be a family affair. Let kids come to school and learn about what they're supposed to learn about. School should not be about, school should not be about, you trying to help them make personal choices in life. That's not your job.
No.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, the only time it should cross that line is if a student is saying that something like they're being abused at home or something like that. Yeah, then you can help them get some kind of, intermediate to get them to a safe place or something like that. But outside of that, there shouldn't be any, we're going to help you do this and help you do that. Nah, it's not your job. Sorry.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. Well, the thing of it is, you got the way parenting is now. It used to be a time like parents was involved with the kids and things, and it's not, I will say this, it's not all the parents' fault, because I think the economy definitely has something to do with it, there's other factors too. Economy is one thing, because people, the parents work so much to get so little, so they don't really have the time to really go in and really sit down with the kid. But then you got some kids, parents that really just don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like, "Oh, my boy ain't did this. He didn't do this when he absolutely did." And you're not sitting down one-on-one with the kid. You know what I'm saying? So you got that going on. So now that you got, I guess, dysfunctional parents, these teachers gotta be your parents. Not gotta be, but you know what I'm saying? They're kind of stepping up, which, if they're making righteous decisions, is honorable. But when you have things like that, that's not, no, they should not be aiding your child with, without your consent.
Right.
Yeah.
And, y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments, man. I'm really interested to hear from any of our viewers and followers, how they feel about that. And please, if you don't mind, hit those buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. One more time. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters. We need funds allocated for the Transition Coalition.
Transition clothes.
But I'm being funny. But yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't do that. I wouldn't feel right as a teacher, man, doing that. I don't care what the situation is. But we're gonna keep it going. I got one more off hip hop topic, and that's this some latest UFO sightings out in Vegas, man.
Yeah.
I did see one of the videos. I saw where a cop had showed up, and the people were trying to tell the cop, we just saw some, lights in the sky, and I think something happened right as the cop was there too. There was some lights flashing, but yeah, they were showing where the people had seen these lights in the sky, and they could tell that it wasn't normal. So what did you hear about that?
So what I also heard, like one of the aliens actually came out of the crowd and was 10 foot tall.
Wow.
Had the police shook, and there was one that actually went on the rooftop. I was really trying to pull up the article.
That's crazy. So they actually saw some figures.
So they actually saw figures, and and the thing of it is, they put it on the news. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, usually it'd be like, we're gonna dismiss that.
Right.
But now they actually called it, so I don't know what's up with it. I'm trying to see this article. Okay, so basically this is the YIO News. I don't know how you pronounce it. But says it's not YIO. And so in the incident, body cam footage, one man was heard saying, "Me and him saw it. It was like a big creature around 10 feet tall." And said another. The officer is reassuring the men and saying, "I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners saw something fall in the sky too." And the footage is captured by the body camera of another officer. A glowing green orb is seen falling from the sky. But yeah, and it says, let's see here, the footage was recorded on the Fireball logos of American Meteorite Society. Fireball's log, but was not added to those of NASA's Center of Near-Earth Object Studies or CNOS. I don't know what all that means. But they didn't find, no UFO has not been found. I'm just trying to do little glimpses. So yeah, man, I think there's a lot of reason why they're coming around. I don't know if it deals with the war or with other stuff that's going on in this country, but man, I'm telling you, only thing I can say is two things. Either they're coming around, because this whole thing with the war is about to rev up, or somebody's trying to bring in this big distraction and saying like these people from outer space, but they not.
Got you.
So that's the only thing I can see.
I can see it being one of those. You know what I mean? Oh hell, it might be a sign that it's the end of the times. You know what I mean? Because I can definitely see that.
I gotta send you some shit about that.
Yeah.
I gotta send you
talk about some conspiracy theory shit off camera.
Yeah, I gotta send you some shit on that.
But yeah, man, y'all let us know what y'all think about that, and have y'all heard about that? The fact that there's been a lot more UFO sightings in general in the past few years, man, where it's like, hundreds, and you know what I mean? What used to be, you might see one way down in somewhere like New Mexico or something like that, but now it's like people seeing them everywhere.
It's funny that it happened in Las Vegas because, Las Vegas is actually where Area 51 is.
Yeah, I heard it was somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the Southwest.
Yeah, and that's when they first had like the first contact.
Okay.
Allegedly. One of the first contacts, and then you got other shit like Majestic 12, which I won't get into, but that's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's a lot going on.
Matter of fact, Canada's rapped about that. Station Zero, they rapped about that whole shit.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on that people really, don't have any explanation of.
Yeah.
And they can't really explain some of this shit away.
I mean, look what happened with the sub that went down to see the Titanic. I mean, my thing is, y'all supposed to have all this high-tech equipment that can detect stuff in the water, but y'all can't find the sub. Something ain't right. You know what I mean? And it was being controlled with a Switch, a Nintendo Switch.
You know what they call that level that they was in?
What?
I forgot what they call that shit. It started like Hadel or something like that.
I don't even want to know.
That's literally like the name of like some demon or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like see the ocean is like the surface is like the surface, but then you got like twilight. Like they go by nights. So like twilight is like where, like I said, where the sperm whale is. Then like midnight is like 400 to 70, 700 something like that. Hadel is like that toward where they at. Then it's like abysmal. It's like way, man.
Abysmal is probably where we shouldn't be at.
I ain't fucking with it.
But yeah,
I'm going down there if you want to.
Right, exactly. You can have it.
You have it.
But yeah, man, it's definitely interesting. You know, I hope they find those people, and this whole alien thing, man. I'm sure something is real about it. You know what I mean? I hope that the government wouldn't go out of their way to try to fool us with this kind of fuckery or whatever. But anyway, y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments. Got one.